Hello.
Hi, Franz. Perfect. Did you have a specific thing that you wanted to work on today, or just have free conversation?
Yeah, free conversation better than the specific topic, but I want to talk anything. Yeah, about now really serious about the climate change everywhere. Yeah, I
Yeah,
every day discover the bad news from the global. Yeah.
I know. It does seem like every day there's a new news story about it. Because then it
Mhm.
was
What?
what was going on in Hawaii, and
Yeah, I want to keep talk this about the Hawaii wildfire. Yeah.
okay, yeah, let's do it.
hmm yeah, I today I was found about the news about the uncounted uh, 800 people, yeah, in the Hawaii. That means they couldn't discover them.
Yeah,
800 people.
800. Jeez,
Yeah,
that is so sad.
they are still missing. Yeah,
What are they saying that the fires were climate change caused? The ones in Hawaii?
yeah. Actually, you know that. Most almost islands their air is much moisture than the land's air, but
Yeah.
unfortunately that Hawaii's atmospheres get less of the much dried by the El Nino's effect. Then
Oh yeah.
they get about the hurricanes, hurricanes blowing the strong air to the wildfire place that is make the bigger wildfire there. Yeah.
Mhm. Totally.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
what do you think about climate change? Like, do you think that we need to do something as human beings?
Yeah. Yeah. Human beings need to now using limitation the energy. Yeah. You know that because
Mhm.
yeah, right, every people now having the big car and using the lot of big construction machines or some things. They use a lot of energies. It is making the keep encouraging about the CO2 levels here. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you say that last
CO2.
sentence again?
Yeah, CO2 increased here. Yeah. CO2
Okay.
level, you know that. Yeah, CO2 level keep increased by that. People need decisions about the limitation of the energies per person. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is the only
And
way for keep surviving as a human being surviving.
yeah. And what do you think, like, because obviously we need to move away from using coal as our energy source, but what do you think we should use? Like, are you a big fan of solar or nuclear energy?
Nuclear energy very risky. Power plants, batteries, yeah.
Yeah.
Because in Fukushima they explode their nuclear power plant. Now they keep generating the nuclear ashes from there to the sky with the to the lands too. And tomorrow, 2 days later, Japan government will release that nuclear pollutions processed water to the
Mhm.
oceans, yeah, especially to the Pacific oceans. Yeah. They will
Yes.
release. Uh, Now many people worry about that how to eat about the seafoods. Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. My family and a lot of people now decided about the stop eating about the seafood. After
Ah,
that, I
stop.
released that. Yeah, we want to
Mm.
stop that. Yeah,
Okay.
and because we don't want to get risk on my body. Yeah,
Mm. Yeah,
yeah.
I understand. What sorry, what country are you in?
I'm living in the South Korea. Yeah,
Ah, in South Korea. Okay, I see.
yeah, very close to
Interesting.
the Japan. Yeah,
And
they will do. Uh, mhm.
what is the air quality like in South Korea? Do you have a lot of
Not,
pollution?
no, no, not has any pollution here. Yeah, air always clean, but spring season has a lot of air pollution from the China. but now it's
Mm,
okay because wind direction changed from the Pacific Ocean to the China. Now wind directions.
mhm. Have you read any other stories about like natural disasters caused by climate change?
Yeah, every day I saw about the news, wildfires and water flood in Europe. Yeah, and North America too. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is a very yeah. That news is make me scary actually because actually I'm a parent for my kids. I
Mhm.
really worry about my kids' life. How to do they well living here?
Of course, yeah.
Uh, yeah, now it's I'm okay, but my kids they need a good life as a safety life. But the climate changing or something happens, will get a lot of risk to my kids' life. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
And
yeah.
is South Korea like in the government? Is the government open to um like having more policies that support the environment? Because in America, no. We don't have any
Yeah,
support.
yeah. Yeah, actually, yeah, here, every people need the trash as separate trash. For recyclable trash or unrecyclable trash, we always separate for trashing that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And we always pay the trash bag for packaging that all over unrecyclable trashes to the
Mm,
trash. Yeah. Every day.
gotcha. But would the government like
Mhm.
make any laws about, like you said, in energy consumption or things like that?
Actually, previous government tried to the encouraging about the recycling energy using. But recent governments, they they haven't ideas. They just wanted to using all the energies like coal, charcoal energies or nuclear power plant energies. But nuclear power plant energy spending is not good policy, I think. Yeah, that is always
Yeah,
risk.
I agree.
And do you have, yeah, yeah, that's right. Do you have experience about natural disasters?
Not personally, but my cousin, so in America, I live in Kansas, which is right in the middle. Do you know where that is?
Uh, yeah, maybe, but Kansas is very famous in the novels.
Yeah, okay, cool. Um, yeah, right in the middle. So the state that is our neighbor is called Colorado. Do you know Colorado?
Mm.
Okay, so
Yeah, I was access there. Yeah,
okay.
in
So anyway, my cousin lives there. My cousin lives
mm,
in Colorado, and
mm,
there was a wildfire and it burned her house down. She and her husband and her 3 kids, they had to like run out of the house. Um and the winds were just so fast and the house
yeah.
it totally burned down, and so I mean it was horrible. Her cat died, and I know they were really really sad, and obviously they lost all of their home, so
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
But your cousins uh, didn't get home, right?
No, no, she's okay,
Yeah,
thank goodness. Yeah,
that's good. Yeah,
yeah,
because yeah, when people keep holding their perfect condition, they keep doing again about to build a new house. Yeah, it's okay. I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's crazy, like, I remember reading a few years ago that people like that who and there will be more and more people who lose their homes due to these natural disasters, and you can call them, like, climate refugees because
Mm.
they're almost
Yeah,
a
yeah.
refugee of climate change, which is crazy, but yeah, climate refugees. But have you been
Yeah,
affected, or
yeah,
do you know
yeah.
anyone
But
who's been
I didn't heard of the climate refugees, but I knew the animals climate refugee. Yeah, about the
yeah,
polar bears moving to the on the under the
yeah,
middle of the lines for because reason by the melting of the iceberg. And now that polar bears changed the colors because that white polar bears met the new species of the bear. Now that polar bears next generation having the little brown color more.
Yeah.
That is kind of the animals try to refuge from the
Mhm.
polar area. Yeah.
Yeah, I understand.
I heard about the when I forgot that country's name, but maybe Nepal or other place, they having the lot of having the big earthquake there. Turkey having the earthquake, Turkey having the earthquake, and Nepal having the earthquake. Then they want to move to the safety place. Yeah,
Okay. In Turkey, you said?
yeah, in Turkey. Yeah, Turkey. Yeah,
Oh,
the Turkey changed the names. Their countries. Turkey. Yeah.
Trikia.
Yeah, Turkey is a new name for the Turkey. Yeah,
Really?
yeah, they changed
Since when?
their country's name. Yeah,
Since when?
maybe 3 years ago. Yeah,
What? I did not know this.
you didn't know that.
No, and I the funny thing is I have students on here who are from Turkey,
Oh yeah,
and they
you can
never
ask
say
that.
anything. Yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
to ask them. Um,
Mm.
what about you, though? Do you know anybody or have you been affected by a climate issue or a natural disaster?
2 years ago, my mother sometimes having the sunk by the water flood. Yeah,
Mm.
that times my wife's farming areas sunken by the waters. Yeah,
Mm.
that time people's okay, but a lot of asset things and that growing plant is get disaster means ruined them. Yeah, yeah,
Wow, that's
that times
horrible.
horrible. Yeah,
I'm sorry.
but lot of cows floating on the water flood. Some of the
Oh.
cows moved to the very far place from the
Mhm.
that water flood place, but the cows still survive. Even the cows having the pregnancy.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, that is
That's so
very
cool.
unique news. Yeah,
Yeah, that is unique news. Yeah,
yeah,
but I know what you mean. It seems like every day there is a news story about, like, a new natural disaster caused by climate change, and it stresses me out, to be honest, because I don't know what I can
yeah.
do as an individual. But yeah.
Yeah, but unfortunately, undeveloped country, they want to develop their country. That means they need the spending a lot of energy. But the
Exactly.
developed country, they want to stop using the lot of energy.
Yeah.
It is